Hey everyone, Lee here, Okanagan Sawmill. Okay, so a couple of videos ago I did a video on a chipper and we thought we got it working, but apparently not. So it's definitely better than it was, but we did sort of think that maybe part of the problem is, I don't know, it's coming up on video, but it's a lot smaller here than it is down here, so obviously sort of bottlenecks. So I think what we're going to do initially, we're just going to cut this right off there. I'm going to sort of fabricable like a wooden chute or something anyway, just like a temporary chute, and just see if we can get it working better. With the rubber pads that we did put on, it's definitely better than it was, but it's still not right. So and that's a bit of a pain in the backside. So, and also we've got a whole bunch of brush and everything, cleaning all the trees out in this section, so we've got a whole bunch of branches and everything that need chipping up, so we need this to work flawlessly all the time. So yeah, so that's the job at hand today. And then also I think what I'm gonna do is at some point in the video, I'll do it in the second half of the video, I'm gonna flash up like a little bit of writing. It'll only be for like, you know, way less than a second, but the first person who puts in the comments what I wrote, I will send them that item essentially. So yeah, so keep watching and you'll get some free swag. But all right, let's get back to the video and let's get to it. Okay, well that wasn't exactly pretty, I know, and I don't use an oxy torch very often, so I don't really know what I'm doing, I'll be honest. But we got it off, so yeah, it's cut pretty ugly considering it's super thin stuff. So yeah, let's start building some kind of chute for it and see if we can yeah, get this flying out the way it should. So I mean, you can see how much smaller, like, you're right, you can see how much smaller that is compared to this side. So it's going from about 5.5 inches there down to about 4.5 inches. So it definitely bottlenecks, which doesn't help. So yeah, let's make a temporary one and see if we can get the flow going right, and then we can look at actually maybe modifying that and then putting it back on and making it work properly. But I think first off we should just yeah, like I say, do a bit of R&D on it first and see what happens. Okay, so a little change of plan. So basically this is the same side as the opening on the chipper, so I think I'll just disconnect all these bolts, take that off, and we can offer that up. I can tack it on and we can see if it works, instead of trying to just fabric cobble something else together. We may as well use what we've got. and then I'm not destroying any of this swinging mechanism. Obviously, if I just tack this on, we're not going to be able to swing it to whatever position we like, but at the moment it's purely just to make sure that it doesn't keep clogging up. So yeah, let's get this off then. Okay, so just put a bunch of tacks on. I'm not going to fully weld it, obviously. Yeah, it's pretty ugly looking, actually, pretty ugly indeed, but it's on there, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, so I'll get my buddy down here and we'll give it a test run and see what's going on, so see if it's working. The welder I've got is that Miller 211. So it's been a sweet little welder. Again, I don't know how to weld, but I'm just winging it. Although I did weld the Sawmill and that seems to work, so I don't know, it doesn't come apart anyway. It's not pretty, but it doesn't come apart. Okay, so yeah, like I say, I'll get my buddy down here and we'll give it a test and see if that improves it. If that's, I mean, it still narrows up here a little bit though. From there to there, it does still narrow a little bit, which I don't like, but this is what we got, so we may as well try it and yeah, and see if it improves. So all right, yeah, let's go and do some chipping then. Okay, well, I thought last time we fixed it, but now I'm absolutely confident we fixed it this time. So what was happening a lot of the time, it was just the green pine needles that were getting jammed up, because they don't, obviously these really need more of a shredder than a chipper, but this is what you get. It's really big lumpy stuff, but I like that. I think that's going to be perfect. It's just ground cover and whatnot, but it works really well. Like I say, I packed as much of the just green needles and stuff in the chute, and I actually got the chute jammed up before it even get into the chipper. There was so much in there, so I had to pull a little bit out, but that's fixed. So I'm really pleased with that, really happy. So yeah, so that's it. It's trying to rain as we speak, so just getting finished in time. Obviously there's a hell of a lot of chips, a hell of a lot of brush that I got to chip up there. So, and then that's even before we start taking more trees down. So I wish I had this chipper working better a few days ago, but okay. Yeah, that's it from me today. Yeah, that's really good, really pleased. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.